Good afternoon. So I have a 4-day weekend. I'm a little hot. It's 104 right now, and I just drove home from work, so I'm hot. Came home, turned on the AC, changed clothes. Bra. I'm not wearing this shirt. I'm wearing a different shirt, but I'm still kind of hot. This shine, except for my face, any other shine on my body is sunscreen. So I just sprayed myself with sunscreen. Like, this is sweat, but I did put sunscreen on before I left work, because you're supposed to reapply. Normally I am only going to one place. So what is that? Oh, it's about the wig. A wig, not a wig I ordered. It's about a wig. I had ordered a wig back in May, and then it wasn't the wig that I was advertised. I'm like, I don't want this wig. It didn't have a drawstring. I'm like, I need the drawstring. I'm not good enough to figure out how to do. Oh, I pulled this out because I need to take off my lips. I don't want to take out the sunscreen. So, but I'm like, I'm not good enough to figure out that type of wig that they sent me. I don't want that. I wanted the drawstring. So, they're like, okay, well, send it back. Which one do you want? And did an exchange. I'm like, no, I haven't wanted. You know, which one did you want? And I'm like, well, I wanted the one with the drawstring. I'm like, I can't afford the link that you sent me because that was on sale. So I will do a size shorter. They're like, okay, well. And they were like, okay, well, this is the difference between that and that one. We'll give you a discount. I'm like, okay. And then, like, you just have to send a wig back. So I sent the wig back, like, parted mail, which has tracking. And I'm like, watching this tracking, and I'm like, they try to deliver it to USPS. They try to deliver it on a Saturday. Apparently, they're not open on Saturday. I don't know the hours. So I'm just like, okay. Again, I'm not USPS. I don't know why they, yeah. I'm like, I'm sure they do a lot of deliveries with them, so I don't know why y'all thought they would be open. Okay, I'm trying not to get fuzz here. Okay, so this is sweat, but the shine I did spray. This is all sunscreen right here, but this is definitely sweat. So go like that, because I don't want to take off the sunscreen that is there. I'm taking light veil. Hold on. So I'm taking the light veil. It's gonna be hot. A friend of mine does drive for Uber or Lyft, but I'm just like, don't want to do that hassle. Or just try to get there at the light rail station at a good time to time it perfectly. But yeah, so, and then they were like, okay, we'll try to re-deliver it. That's what the tracking thing said on, you know, USPS site or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I kept checking the QR code every few days. I'm like, it's not being re-delivered. What the hell? I'm like, if y'all don't deliver this, I'm not gonna get my other wig. So, I finally sent an email. I'm just like, mind you, I was dealing with the dude. They did respond. People be like, they don't respond. I'm like, they responded to me. This is Beauty Forever. They responded to me. I'm like, there's still language barrier, what have you. Mind you, it came from Morehouse in Georgia, but you could tell the language barrier. I think it's an overseas company, but they have warehouses here. So anyway, so finally he's like, yeah, we got it. I'm like, okay, thank God, because I was like, I don't see the point. I was like, if they're not delivering it, I don't want it anymore. I'm using this as a primer. My cell phone is charging at the same time because I don't want mine. It's probably, if you scrape like that, of course it's gonna, I'm just gonna put this on my hand. Get the little bit that's in there out. We'll clean that later. But I was just like, I won't want it anymore. Like, and then he's like, no, we got it. And I'm like, okay. Usually I don't put it on this way, but I'm gonna see what it does. I didn't need these scooper. I should just went in. Okay, that's probably too much. That's gonna make my face over dry. Let me pat it out on my hand. T-zone is what I'm trying to get specifically. That's where I get oily. And I know it's nothing I put on my face is gonna stay back there. Okay, so you know we got it. He's like, we'll send it out shortly. And they sent it out literally the next day. So, and now apparently there's flooding, a hurricane or something in the Gulf Coast. Now, like, let me look up, make sure where that is. I'm like, oh, okay. Because you know how if you're tracking something or something is coming, it says, it'll say like, alert, this may affect shipping times or have you, or mailing times. And I'm like, there's no storms here in Arizona. I'm like, we may get a boob. That's not, our mail people deliver rain, sleet, a boob, shine, they will deliver. So I'm just like, okay. I understand flooding. Okay. A wig is not that serious. But anyway, it's not like I need to wear it that badly. Let us green powder, even though I just did that. So it's on its way. They're saying maybe Monday, since Friday's Juneteenth, a holiday, a federal holiday. Hopefully nobody ever messes with that. We know who I'm talking about. So they're saying Monday, and I'm like, I'm looking at when it left Georgia. I'm like, it could be, they could deliver it Saturday possibly. So I know they're not delivering, obviously. My eyebrows are perfect, and they're still kind of, but obviously you see how moist they are. Again, I'm just trying to mattify my face because this heat is no joke right now. I'm gonna. So that's going on. Give me 1 second. I don't want to spray this on top of my skincare. Sunscreen. I didn't need to do that much. Okay, but where am I going? So the Mercury are playing the Las Vegas Aces. That's where I'm going. But it's Black Excellent Night. The organization that I used to do happy hours with, they set it up for us to have a suite. You had to pay the suite. I'll be honest, last year I didn't go. I was like, I don't have this amount of money. But they had a payment plan option. So that is what. Okay, so this is a new Danessa. This has probably been fine. You see, I don't know if you see stippling or whatever. It's 104. So I've had this sitting on my dining room table for a while, and this probably happened today. Cause like I said, it's hot. I was in the office today, so I wasn't home running the AC. So I'm like, I'm sure this is fine. So I'm gonna pull off the thing. So I bought a new one. That's what I was getting at. I bought a new one since the other one expired. And my Skin Tint by Danessa, it's gonna expire this month, but I'm gonna try to push it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on my hand. Cause it's kind of, I'm trying to, kind of an easy look, but still even out my skin tone kind of thing. So it's Black Excellent Night. So since they had a payment plan, that's what I did. So go, you can network, things like that. That's probably too much. I was using Danessa brush. So I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna try to stick it over here. Okay, yeah, it's even. Start down here. I'm just trying to even out. Like I could easily not wear anything. And this is pretty much is good for no makeup days as well. Like I could literally just do concealer. Could do concealer, some blush, and let's be out. But if I want to talk about my beauty business, like, let me at least look a little. Mind you, I do go places. without makeup, but I'm like, okay, let me, you know, I'm gonna be so hot. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop in the bathroom probably before I get to the suite and look. Let me make sure I look okay. Okay, I still have all this, so that's probably too much for sure. The thing about this is it dries down because it's cream to powder, and then I'm not trying to get too close, but I am. And then sometimes I'm like, okay, it looks a little, but then it's perfect. There's a settling period. It's absolutely perfect. Because I was going through, like, once all my looks that I liked, I was kind of just going through photos. And I'm like, oh, what makeup was this? It's like, there's Danessa. Danessa came up a million times. So I'm like, okay. So there had been a sale. I don't know what sale it was, but it's 30% off sale. So I had, I'm wiping my stars. You see how melty is starting to melt on my hand. And that's just rude. I have AC on, so hopefully you can hear me. And you're just gonna have to put up with the sound, because 104. And I have the fan on. But the fan doesn't make noise, obviously, but I'm like, 104. I'm hot. I drove on the freeway without the AC on, because it started to do this RPM thing where it's jumped from like 1.5 to 2 kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't want to break down on the freeway. So I'm like, okay, I just roll down the windows. And then once I got on surface streets, then I was like, okay, it was just AC back on. And I probably don't even need this one right here. And I haven't dipped back in. This thing about that has a little canal in it where you don't have to dip back in. We are using bronzer for the eyes. So I'm going to use, what do you call this here? Fenty. It's been a while since I've been using the other Fenty. And, but yeah, it was my day. I was a few minutes late to work because I stopped for breakfast. And then my supervisor came in later with donuts. Donuts would have filled me anyway, but I'm like, I needed breakfast. Because I had bought a breakfast bowl like I usually do from Walmart or whatever store. But I was like, that day I was out in the heat, so I'm like, I don't know. I didn't want the food poison myself, so I'm like, I'm not going to trust it. I'm just going to, you know, stop, which I did, which it's not like it took too long. It just, I'd say they literally probably just opened, so they went the fastest, but I would literally say I was for like the second car. Excuse me. I need to make sure I bring my mints. I was Salad and Go, and I haven't been Salad Go in a while because when they upped the prices and then they had changed part of the menu, and I'm like, what the hell? The prices, like I said, went up, so I was like, I don't. So I normally, I'm an Angie's girl, but there's no Angie's like right. They're building one close by, but it's supposed to open the end of this month. I think even next week, maybe. I haven't seen anything about it, but I'm like, I pass it. So, not regularly, but when I'm getting groceries, I do see it. Or if I'm going to Filiberto's, because it's literally next door to Filiberto's. Do I have that brush now? But I'm like, like I said, until they're open, because I like the breakfast burritos. And the prices aren't ridiculous either. Because I was going to use that brush. Can I use this brush for that? Yes. Chris Brown song, Leaving Here or Something. I Want You More. Freak You Right, I Will. I have to look up what song. It's a popular song. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. So, okay. Let's see if I can. Okay. Wasn't sure if I can get in there with that because this is not the thinnest. I'm trying to do this video fast because what time is it? Yeah, I'm not gonna make that train either. Unless my friend says, yeah, I'll take you or something like that. Because for me to make that particular train, I'd add like 15 minutes maybe. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, so it's Black Excellent Night. I'm like, okay, let me do a little networking. Maybe, yeah. And it just happened to be my in office day. I was like, if I was home, I wouldn't have to rush. I wouldn't be hot. And I was thinking about wearing this top that had purple in it because the Mercury's colors, I want to say, are purple and something. But I was like, as hot as I am, I'm like, that's probably in hot standing for the light rail. I'd probably end up sweating and smelling kind of thing. And I know there's people who be like, my sweat doesn't smell kind of thing. I'm like, I'm also perimenopause. Your body odors are different. So it's like, okay, I don't, can't predict. And if I had time to take a shower, I would take a shower. But I'm like, I don't have time to take a shower. Game starts at 7. Doors open at 5. So I'm not trying to get there like when they open, because it is 5. But I want to get there before 7. So and this looks like it dried down. So we had pizza at work today. I'm gonna take whatever's left in here and help blend this out. Supposedly you can use that to help blend out stuff. So I don't need to put more of that. I just need to put a little. Like everything is soft. Just this heat. Usually I don't keep my makeup. I know people have like makeup refrigerators. I don't have a makeup refrigerator. But yeah. I'm just kind of stand by now. So I'm not trying to blend it out. I'm trying to blend it out, but I'm not trying to make it disappear altogether. I'm just like, oh god. Let us blend out these edges. Go back in with the foundation brush. And I usually start there. I know I did not this time. There. But yeah, so we have Juneteenth off, federal holiday. The company I work for, it's not a holiday for them, but it's a client holiday, so we have Juneteenth off. So it's like, okay. And you go work it, just get time and a half. I'm like, opportunity. Since it became federal, I'm like, I don't want opportunity. I don't want you overtime. I'm like, I don't care if I don't go anywhere. It's not the point. And we are going in with blush. We're going Primadonna. We're using, this is a liquid blush brush, but we're gonna just go like that. Usually I do my fingers and I'm looking at that gap and it's bothering me. Because I be watching people, and I know that's too much. I'm not putting all that in my face. I'm evening it on my hand. Which, of course, putting that much up, I have to remember to wash my hand. Okay, I'm not putting any more because, as we know, blush does disappear, but it's also Danessa. Goes a long way. I mean, I'm not dipping back in, that's what I meant. Because I know I said that and I'm literally dipping back in. No, blushing still. So I like to go to temples. Okay, put that brush over there. Just wipe my hand now, where the thing is still wet. I'm running out of makeup remover. I usually buy this big bottle. It's, I don't even know the name of the company, but I usually get it at TJ Maxx, or usually I can find it at TJ Maxx or I can find it at Marshall's. And of course, what I was looking for the last 2 weekends, I wasn't looking specifically for it, but I was looking for this day. I was going to buy some. I have not seen it, and I'm like, y'all always have this. In the time I'm actually need to restock, that's when y'all want to not. I'm going to meet, you know, not have it. Because I know Garnier or whatever, everybody uses that, but I'm like, I like the one I have. It's cheaper and it's a lot. If you want to know what the name of it is, ask me in the comments and I will put it in the comments, because I don't have time to get up right now and show it to the camera. Let me. I know I usually don't do that, but I'm like, let's. And then kind of go over. And then with the foundation brush, I'm going to spray my whole face. And then concealer. So I'm going to, it's very wet, tap off my hand. Because coming back on light rail won't be a problem, but the thing is, taking light rail, because they have this new division thing of it, so you have to get off at a hub and then walk 2 blocks. Oh, it's only 2 blocks. No, these are 2 long blocks, not like 2 New York blocks, but they are 2 long blocks. At least the sun would be to my back, but I'm like, still, you're in the heat. So it's like, okay. Because I looked up the times of the train while I was at work. Okay, let's set and then move it along. We're using Juvia's place. I haven't used it in a while. I still have mine. Still proud of that. So let's set. That's probably definitely too much. So we're gonna start down here. Not wearing a wig because again it's 104, and I'm gonna be in that sun. And I've been watching the girlies videos and how they be like, it don't matter, sweat in the heat, summer, wigs be lifting, and I'm like, for me to be a newbie, it's definitely gonna lift. Mind you, I haven't tried the technique that a lady in one of the wig stores said. I haven't tried that spray yet because I haven't been wearing the wigs. I'm gonna probably wear one Friday, 15th. And I might use tape though, the Bye Bye Knots tape that comes with some of the glueless wigs when you order the human hair. I have some of those, so might just try those. I'm gonna use this to blend it anyway, so I was like, it's gonna be for my eyes, so I was like, so let's do this first. So what is it? They like to send me text saying, congratulations, you won a free wig, but I'm like, there's always some kind of catch. Actually, I need to do something else with my eyes. Yeah, because I'm not setting, because this doesn't need to be set because it sets down itself. Like the Danessa, I really actually don't need to set either. The Balm powder, but okay. So what's gonna do? This is a cream product. Mented. It just had a sale. It literally I missed it last night. With the product I was gonna buy, it wasn't on sale anyway. Because sometimes they'll put in tiny print, this family and friend sale does not include these products. So we're using it kind of like eyeliner, but like a rubbed out. And then just kind of like that. And just right there. Just like eye. Because I don't say you have a lot of stuff, but I'm like, I have different eyeliners that are expired, not expired, kind of thing. Like some I don't use, before I can remember to buy another one when I see it on Ipsy for cheaper, like the Shayna B Miami one. So I like that eyeliner. So anyway, I'm not trying to wear eyeliner during the summer unless it's at night, if I'm going someplace at night. Until unless I set it very well. Okay, what I'm seeing right now is concealer that I've not set is in my fine lines. I've never seen it do that before, so I'm like, what's going on? So I'm gonna look at that in a second, and then when you have hooded eyes, like I don't know if you can see like right there. If I go like that, I can kind of see that little fold right there. So I'm kind of going right there and blending out a little bit above that little bit. That crease, I guess you could say, it's called a crease. And this is a eye crease brush, but I was like, I need a small brush. That's what okay. So what I'm going to do is do that. because I haven't even set that yet. And I'm like, it's... So I'm glad I saw it before I set it. Otherwise, the eyeshadow part is done. So let me set this. Especially before it creases again. Put that somewhere else in my hand because I have bronzer in my hand. And then I'll make sure the crease is not there. Normally I do other parts of my face first, but because we're dealing with that crease right now, it's like, let me just go ahead and take care of it. Okay. Let me set the rest of my concealer spots. T-zone. I'm tempted to add some blush, but no, I'm like, that's enough. And then I'll wipe that off. So I set, I'm trying to remember what I've set because me doing things in different order. Okay, so let's set the rest of the face. So I'm not sure, I think we would get there by 5 when they open, if you like have a regular day job, because at most jobs you get off at 5. I've just been lucky enough to have jobs where you get off at 3. In this job you get off at 4, even though I left later. I've had one job that was depending on daylight savings time. So sometimes I'd get off at 2, sometimes I'd get off at 3. And I think that job I also would open as well. Like, why is this fluffy like that? Oh, the bronze. I'm trying to keep the bronze look, even though the sun will help with that. And then yeah, Chris Brown song was just stuck in my head. I think Tupac's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Tupac. So, okay. I'm not gonna spoolie it. I am going to, though, let's go like this. I'm gonna brush it off in a second. Yeah, I missed that train. And then now I'm gonna, so I don't want to stay there. And then I'm gonna let everything else dry. Yeah, I can't use my blush brush because my blush brush. While we're waiting for that, let's do the lips. Where's mine? I'm gonna use, because I was gonna use Scorpio, but I'm like, let's use Fenty. Because I'm like, you haven't been used in a while, it's like. The lip bar. I didn't decide if I was taking a purse. Because usually you get through security faster without a purse. Okay. And then another Fenty. This is a sparkling one. This is in, I can't see it. But it has sparkles. I don't know if you can see them, but it has sparkles. Like if you look at it. It has sparkles. And then let me do this real quick. I just rebought another one of these. I did exchange for the one that sorry was not working for me, so I have this one. And this is to Sun. Not just the sunscreen part, but the not moving, the matte. That's what I'm using it for. Okay. And also, what I bought when I bought the Danessa, another one, to get that total, I also bought a Lowlighter. So we are going to do that, and I think I decided I was going to use my fingers. So like that. This is off the grid, so it looks like that. It's a coppery shade, so I'm going to pat. I didn't need to go back in there, but I did. Should have did this beforehand, right there. Go back on my hand. I'm not gonna. And then right there. It's harder for me to see right there, but I know it's there. I can see it right there. So bridge of the nose, pointy part of your nose. Some could say right there under your eye, eyebrow. And then I was gonna stop dipping back in there. I'm letting the setting spray dry down because I need to do my mascara. Flip it. I'm using bronzer. See, I don't know if this is dry in my hand. So I have this all over my hand now. It's okay, it did come out. And then what am I wearing? Like you can also forget my clavicles. Except mine on is pronounced, that's why I'm like, what? Okay, let's do mascara, waterproof, especially for a day like this, because it will be, I can't find my fan. I have a fan for my friend's wedding last year, and I'm like, where's my fan? Because I don't know if you can take in a power fan because of the battery. I gotta change my shirt. I initially did not want to have to change my shirt at any point, but I was hot and I'm like, let me not sweat in that shirt any longer than I have to. Just think about the summertime, even though it's not officially summer, it's like the sun will fool you about what time it is. So, alright. This is off my hand. I'm going to wash my hand regardless. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me. So I'm like, is this? And my toes will be in sandals. I still got the red paint on my toes. I'm like, is this too pinked out? fine. It's very summery. This is a summery look. Yeah, we're good. Okay, with that, I need to go find the next light rail that's leaving, so I can hopefully get there like before at least, you know, 6:30, 6:45. Yeah, I will talk to y'all later.